Yeah. Hi guys, thank you for stopping by to share with Julie today. I hope you're having a fantabulous day today, guys. In this video, I wanted to touch on the what is supposedly a documentary, Leaving Neverland. Um, I usually I don't comment on these things, but in this case I definitely have to. And I think from now on, for these, whenever anything like this comes up and I feel like I need to say something, I will, because this is one of those instances when I feel the need to say something. This, because it is said to be a documentary, but a documentary is supposed to be something that unearths facts, that give you the information as they exist, not a movie that was, because what was done and was supposed to, was pitched to people as a documentary is actually a one-sided film, that was craftily created to invoke some kind of some emotions from people. Disgust. I've heard people use some really strong terms, like really strong terms, to describe how disgusted they were after watching, this film. And I think it was meant to convey, to give that shock factor, and that's exactly what it did. The unfortunate thing I think about this is that people have watched this, so-called documentary, this film, and they have not researched any information. I see people do it from all aspects, from celebrities to YouTube vloggers, from just a lot of people. They have watched it, they have accepted everything that was sold to them, and I can't, I honestly, I didn't expect, well, I shouldn't be surprised at the level of gullibility that people would actually sit down and discuss this, and don't do any kind of research whatsoever to really look into these two characters who are presenting themselves to us as victims. And a lot of things was omitted, and they're basically projected themselves as victims, and they're so innocent. And at the end of the day, wake up, it's about the money. It's about the money. That is why Robson was trying to get a book deal. He had been trying to get a book deal, and the evidence is there, the information is there, if people are willing to look. And he was nobody accepted that. And that is because his story, listen, some people, you can fool some people, but you can't fool everybody. And I think especially if a company is going to be putting their name behind the story, it have to at least sound credible, and he's not a credible person. And 2013, I mean, Safechuck and Robson, they take a lawsuit against the Jackson estate for $1.5 billion. Then they told us that it's not about money. That was thrown out in probate court in 2017. Did someone say it's not about money? He portrayed the relationship with himself, Robson I'm speaking of. he portrayed the relationship with himself and Jackson and Michael Jackson as a relationship where Michael did not want him to be with girls or all that sort of thing, but yet he neglected to a big part and a key information, and that is he dated Michael Jackson's niece, Brandy Jackson, for 7+ years, and they were put together by Michael Jackson. Actually, he was the one who introduced them. And I know some people will look at and not to mention the fact that these men swore under oath that Michael Jackson did not do anything to them, any kind of molestation, anything of that nature. He did not do to them. It was not until 2013 that when they filed this lawsuit, that suddenly these two men remembered or came to the realization that they were molested. You're telling me that two grown-ass men just came to the realization that they were molested in 2013? All that time, even in 2011, when he so anxiously wanted to I forgot that he wanted Robson, I'm talking about this in this aspect, he wanted to play a Michael Jackson I forgot it at this point, tribute act. He wanted to be a Michael Jackson tribute act in the Michael Jackson production 1, and I'm thinking to myself, why would you so badly want to be in a tribute act playing the person who did you so wrong? Why is it that he wanted to have his wedding at Neverland? That was what why would you have wanted your wedding? Is like that time, it's like one of the more precious times in your life. Weddings, people view weddings as special, and why would you want to have your wedding at a place where you say you were so violated? And I find that a lot of people are talking and they're like, oh, Michael Jackson must be gay, he likes little boys and this and that and that. And I listen to these people, and what they are doing is they're projecting their perception and their perception about what is normal and what should be accepted and what should not be accepted on other people. Michael Jackson was not an ordinary person. Michael Jackson did not have an ordinary life. People are obsessed about, oh, Michael Jackson had boys in their bedroom. Yeah, Michael Jackson's bedroom is not like your ordinary bedroom. Michael Jackson's bed is not like yours and my bed. You understand me? It's no small little thing. And this is what people focus on. They don't look on the information that is available. They don't look on the fact that these Robson survived a grueling cross-examination in the Jackson trial. And remember, they wanted to take Michael Jackson down. I tell you, these people were not playing. And he was steadfast. He was steadfast. As a matter of fact, he said it was ridiculous. The allegation he thought was ridiculous. Only now, many years later, he is saying something different. People don't look at the facts. The FBI raided Neverland twice, and they scoured the premises. If there was something there, they would have found it. They wrote practically a 300-page document that exonerated Michael Jackson. So when people listen, if Michael Jackson was guilty, you best be sure that they would have taken him down, because this is not something that is not without a lot of questions. And people who have followed this, people who have done their research, see that there is more to this. And people who are Michael Jackson fans, they know the story. And this is why when people come and they say, oh, people are attacking Oprah, Michael Jackson's fans are attacking Oprah, XYZ, this, that. It's because we know what Oprah's agenda is. Oprah is not after truth. Oprah is not after truth. Michael Jackson is being used as a scapegoat. And this is what I'm saying to people. At least before you rush to judgment, don't be the sheep. It's time we stop being sheep. Before you rush to judgment, at least look at the information that is there. If you look at the information that is available, if you look at even the people that have filed claim against Michael Jackson, you will see what the truth is. And that these are lies. And I don't usually come out and support celebrity. But in this case, this is an exception for me, because it is about people just taking information that is fed to them and not thinking. And this is something that I try to do a lot on my other channel, Ital is Vital. I talk about health and so forth, because what you find is that a lot of people just believe hook, line and sinker what the medical community put out. They don't know the other side, because they never venture to find out what's on the other side. And it is time we start asking questions, because you best believe it. If it doesn't matter who you are, at the end of the day, if however powerful you are, there's always someone that is more powerful than you. And when people want to take you out for whatever reason, they'll find ways and means and people to do it. And I think it's unfortunate the way how Oprah has handled this, because Oprah knows better. There's no way I can have the information at my fingertip that I do, and she wouldn't have that information. She must have that information. If she doesn't have that information, it's because she does not want to know. However, what is being done to Michael Jackson, it can be done to anybody else who probably think that, you know what, I can bring somebody down, I can destroy somebody's career, I can destroy somebody's legacy and walk away. And these two guys, believe me, with them, they are going to crumble, especially Safe Truck. I mean, he is going to crumble. And I want to say this: if you are someone who have looked at the information and know that, you know, those guys are lying, you can come to the conclusion based on the information. Michael Jackson is innocent. Michael Jackson is innocent. I say that because I believe that. I have seen the evidence and I stand by that. And so I say to people, you know what? Maybe it's a tweet, it's sharing the information, but do share the information. You know, it's time that we ask questions. It's time we don't readily accept something because it is presented to us on a television screen. We have to become smarter than that. We are in an age where we can know more if we are willing to look. And before you jump on the bandwagon and you make accusations, at least try to get some facts to back that up. But anyway, guys, I don't know. I hope I probably am all over the place with this because I'm just speaking. I'm just speaking here. I'm just sitting here. I'm doing some stuff. I'm speaking here and just off the top of my head. So forgive me if I sound roundabout and all over the place. I just wanted to voice my opinion on this. There are some links that I will be putting below and I want you to check them out, where you can find out more information. And also Michael Jackson's nephew, Taj Jackson, his GoFundMe information, I'll have that below because he's interested in making a documentary about Michael Jackson's side, because that was a joke. What they put out there was a joke, and to get Michael Jackson's side out there and some other information you will see on the buses in London. You will likely have seen the Michael Jackson innocent advertisement. Well, there's also there's a GoFundMe that is, you can contribute to keep that going. So I'll have the links below, guys. Do check that out and, at least get the facts. Listen, things are not always as black and white as people make them out to be. Always ask question, not just about this. Always ask question. And never just accept things that are fed to you, because people will feed you information. They will lead you anywhere they want to because you will be a willing participant. Those who don't ask question, who sit like sheep and just accept things. I couldn't believe it. I mean, some of the people, and I'm like, these are supposed to be intelligent people. I mean, I'm a dumbass and I can see that, you don't just, somebody don't present something as one-sided like as that to you and you accept that. It's ridiculous. I still can't believe. People will think for you if you let them. Nobody's going to think for me. Or at least I'm going to try as hard as possible to fight to think for myself. And this is what I'm saying to you. Begin to think for yourself. Anyway, guys, that's my 2 cents on that. Have a fantabulous day today. Ta-ta.